Welcome to Middlesex Moments and greetings. I'm your host and campus CEO, Kim Hogan, coming to you live from Connecticut State Middlesex in Middletown, Connecticut. As a reminder, we're in the 8th season of Middlesex Moments, a show produced by our production class students taught by Todd Levesque here at the Center for New Media. I'm excited to be hosting this show and working and collaborating with our students focusing on current events from our campus. Later in the show, our viewers will get an opportunity to meet guests from the Middlesex United Way to talk about the Alice Report and the importance of raising funds to support our local community. We'll meet their Director of Marketing and Communications, William Hall, and their Director of Development, Whitney Mooney. Be sure to stay tuned for that part of the show. First, let's take a look at the many talented students that we have here at Connecticut State Middlesex. Our first segment today focuses on the induction ceremony for the Beta Gamma Xi chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, or PTK for short. PTK is the International Honor Society for Community Colleges. I'm thrilled to announce that we have 63 new members that were welcomed to our local Beta Gamma Xi chapter last week. Let's take a look now.
On April 19, 2024, 63 students of CT State Middlesex were inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, the largest national honor society for two-year colleges. In order to qualify for this, students must maintain a GPA of at least 3.5, with a minimum of 12 credits. Eligible students receive invitations for this membership every spring and fall semester. The ceremony started off with welcoming remarks from Kim Hogan, the CEO of the campus.
To reflect on the values that unite us, I share the following list: a commitment to scholarship, a passion for learning, and a drive for excellence in all endeavors. These qualities are not merely just commendable, but they're also the foundation upon which future leaders, innovators, and change makers are built. Each individual being inducted tonight has their very own story, and I look forward to working with you to learn more about your stories and unleashing the potential that comes from uniting all of you together.
Individuals who helped contribute to PTK were awarded the Stole of Gratitude for working behind the scenes to ensure PTK is showcased and prized across the campus.
To as the Stole of Gratitude. It's a satin blue, medium blue stole with the gold emblem representing PTK.
PTK offers its members chances at competitions, scholarships, and many opportunities that will benefit them beyond their time in college, but help pave the road to their future success.
But being a member of PTK, as important it is to celebrate and recognize your achievements to this point, it also opens up other doors for you.
We commend the Phi Theta Kappa members for their academic excellence and leadership. From induction ceremonies to national honors, their commitment inspires. Congratulations to all on their remarkable achievements.
Congratulations to the new members of Phi Theta Kappa, as well as congratulations to those members that took part in the activities that won the various Hallmark Awards for our chapter, as well as the regional awards that were announced last month. Continue to work hard and enjoy the fellowship that being a member of this organization brings. If you are interested and would like to hear more about Middlesex's events and to learn more about this event, please visit mxcc.edu/news. Next up, we visited Connecticut State's brand new state-of-the-art precision manufacturing lab that's located on the Vinyl Technical High School grounds. Here at Middlesex, we have built strong relationships with our community partners, which affords us the opportunity to expand and offer many different offerings for our students. For example, we have a partnership with radiography with Middlesex Health and a veterinary technology partnership with Piper Veterinary here in Middletown. These partner entities house our academic programs within their organizations, saving the college thousands of dollars in laboratory and facility costs. The college has partnered across the state with Community Technical High School System for many, many years. On March 15th, Connecticut State Middlesex and the Middlesex County Chamber of Commerce held an official ribbon cutting of the newly established precision manufacturing lab with a focus on plastics that's located in Vinyl Tech here in Middletown. Let's take a look at this event.
CT State Middlesex has been collaborators and merged with many other schools, with their most recent merger being with Vinyl Technical High School. Vinyl Tech is a high school in Middletown aimed at manufacturing, with related programs and courses to help students in that field. On March 15th, CT State Community College Middlesex unveiled brand new machinery at a ribbon-cutting event, showing a merger of the two schools.
One of the goals behind the merge, as I understand it, was to create more, create a partnership between the school and the college system so that we can introduce young people to the manufacturing trades. There's a lot of jobs out there. There's a lot of interest. However, for the colleges, I think the partnership creates more opportunity to bring more attention to the manufacturing trades and the jobs that are available to them.
With this merger, lots more lab equipment and machines are now available, like a plastic processing machine made by one of the world's leading manufacturers of plastic molding machines.
Right now in the lab, we have 3 mill machines. We have 3 prototracks. One of the biggest items we have, and I'm thankful to Roland Kim and Claude McIntyre from Arburg, who donated our plastics machine, which is the biggest focus of our program. We're also adding 3 Colchester lathes and a mini mill. One of the things that we're looking forward to and we're excited about is our new plastic mold injection program. We are currently working tirelessly to get approval to teach a new associates in plastic mold injection. It'll be the first in the state of Connecticut, the first such program. And also we're doing a certificate behind that. So we're looking forward to trying to get that started. Our approach is real world experience. We want to teach students real world experience. We want to focus on not only the trades, but the soft skills and preparing them for the workforce.
The future for Vinyl Tech after this merger looks bright.
This partnership looks like a win-win for the future of both Vinyl Tech and Connecticut State students. If you would like to learn more about the manufacturing lab itself or to enroll in the various manufacturing program classes, please visit our website at ctstate.edu. Our next segment focuses on the inauguration of the first president of our Connecticut State Community College. I'd like to congratulate Dr. John Maduco on his recent inauguration. On April 12th, members of the Connecticut State community, faculty, staff, and students gathered on the Connecticut State Housatonic campus located in Bridgeport to officially inaugurate Dr. Maduco as our president. Speakers praised his outstanding leadership skills and how he goes above and beyond for our 70,000 students enrolled at all 18 different college locations. Check out this next story about the event.
In case anybody wonders who's now in charge.
On April 12th, the Connecticut Board of Regents for Higher Education and the faculty, staff, and students of Connecticut State Community College gathered at the CT State Housatonic campus in Bridgeport, Connecticut for the inauguration of Dr. O. John Maduco as he became the first president of the newly formed Connecticut State Community College system. With the merger of legacy community colleges into CT State Community College on July 1st, 2023, the inauguration celebrates the appointment of Maduco and commemorates the collective journey of the 12 main campuses of CT State coming together as one college. The inauguration was attended by local officials, higher education leadership from Connecticut's colleges and universities, faculty and staff, and student leaders. Special guest speakers included Elsa M. Nunez, president of Eastern Connecticut State University, Mordecai Brownlee, president of the Community College of Aurora, Colorado, and Joe Ganem, mayor of the city of Bridgeport. Each and every one of the speakers spoke about President Maduco's excellent leadership during his time at CT State and how hopeful they are about the future of CT State Community College system.
CT State has an outstanding captain at the helm of this institution.
He was also praised for going above and beyond for the over 70,000 students across CT State's 18 locations, even going as far as Washington, D.C., where he fought with congressional delegates for the betterment of CT State Community College. In his inaugural address, Maduco expressed gratitude for the opportunity to lead CT State and outlined his vision for the college's future.
So today, as we continue to build our new institution, I envision a journey by access, excellence, community contribution, and a steadfast commitment to the lived experiences and identities of those we serve.
Maduco said key initiatives for CT State include increasing early college and high school dual enrollment, expanding healthcare programs, strengthening the manufacturing sector through workforce development, and spearheading innovation and incorporating emerging technologies. Congratulations to the new president of CT State, Dr. O. John Maduco.
Once more, let's congratulate Dr. John Maduco on his inauguration as our president. The Connecticut State community system will undoubtedly continue to thrive under his leadership. We are now officially in the loop with some of the great things happening here at Connecticut State Middlesex. To learn more about our events, please visit ctstate.edu and learn more. After a short break, we'll meet William Hall and Whitney Mooney from the Middlesex United Way, serving all communities in Middlesex County. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Connecticut's 12 community colleges are now Connecticut State Community College. CT State offers more programs, more services, and more flexibility. Take classes at any location or online and earn the degree or certificate you need to enter the workforce, advance your career, or transfer. Financial aid is available and you may be eligible for free tuition. Find out more at ctstate.edu.
The Middlesex Community College Foundation is set to host its annual Red Moon Gala on October 5th from 6 to 9. The foundation extends an invitation to the public and community members to participate by becoming sponsors or purchasing tickets. Festivities kick off at 6 at Chapman Hall at the CT State Middlesex main campus. Come on down and have a fun night.
Welcome back to Middlesex Moments, live from the Connecticut campus of CT State Community College. I'm your host and campus CEO, Kim Hogan. I'm joined by William Hall, the Director of Marketing and Communications, and Whitney Mooney, the Director of Development for the Middlesex United Way. Welcome, Bill and Whitney.
Thanks for having us.
We're so delighted that you came to the show today. If you're ready, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with a few questions. You ready?
Sounds great.
As we learn more about you, let's take a moment to share with the audience some of the highlights of who you are. And Bill, if I recall, I think you were a student here at Middlesex.
I was. I took a couple broadcast classes here, not in this space. I was up in Snow Hollow.
Looks a little different?
It does, yeah. But it's great to see. I mean, the technology, I was here in 2011, and the technology has changed so much since then. It's really great to see. And, you know, I just watched the first part. The students are doing a great job.
Whitney, you and I worked on so many different initiatives together. Can you tell the audience a little bit about what it is that you do and how you came to Middlesex United Way?
Yeah, so I've been at Middlesex United Way for a year now, and I came from working in program at a YWCA in Massachusetts, and I work with donors and, sorry.
That's okay.
Keep going? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
keep going. You work with donors, yep.
I work with donors and our funded partners to make sure that we are better helping the community and making sure families have everything they need to thrive in Middlesex County.
That's excellent. And we talk about the ALICE population, right? What does that acronym stand for? Either one of you.
Asset limited, income constraint, employed.
Okay.
Right? Yep.
And
right.
Tell our listeners just a little bit about the population.
So ALICE is kind of the population that's above poverty, but they're still struggling to make ends meet every day. I mean, they work sometimes multiple, 3 jobs sometimes, but they can't pay the bills. And I mean, everybody knows prices have gone up, inflation, all sorts of things are happening across Connecticut, across the country. But in Middlesex County, I think people may not realize that there's a need, but there most certainly is. You know, Middletown is the city of, you know, the county, but there's need on the shoreline too. Westbrook is the second highest ALICE population. So there are people there who can't pay their bills.
Wouldn't really think that in Westbrook, right?
No, yeah, and I mean, even Old Saybrook and Essex, the numbers are higher. The new report came out this past year, 2023, and the numbers were staggering across the state, but Middlesex County was really surprising.
So what are some of the difficulties in helping the ALICE community?
What's so hard is a lot of these families don't qualify for federal or state supports like food stamps, rental assistance, Section 8 housing. And so they really rely on the nonprofits in the community to help them fill the gaps they need. A lot of these families, it's between, you know, paying a prescription or putting food on the table. And we work with them and our funded partners to ensure that they can find the resources in a sea of a lot of information and make sure that they have all the resources they need so they don't have to make those really difficult decisions.
Right. So we have a lot of crossover in the missions of United Way and Connecticut State in that we're really working to better the lives of those in our community. Right now we need to take a little short break and when we come back we're going to talk more about how we can make an impact on those in the ALICE population. We'll be right back after this.
Check out the Arts and Media Festival happening May 17th at 6 p.m. in Chapman Hall.
There will be live music, food, and projects from our very own Middlesex students. See you there.
We are CT State. With the launch of Connecticut State Community College, students will have the opportunity for a new educational experience delivered by the best community college system in the nation.
CT State is a new way to educate Connecticut's residents.
With hundreds of majors delivered on 12 campuses and online, CT State will not only meet Connecticut's workforce needs,
but provide students with the career and life goal choices they need to be successful.
We are CT State.
Bill Hall and Whitney Mooney of the Middlesex United Way. Before the break, we learned a little bit about Alice. Asset limited, income constrained, and employed. Did I get that right?
You got it right, yeah.
All right. And that's the population that your Middlesex United Way is focusing on. And we found out that it's very hard to support. It sounds to me like a lot of our students may fall into some of that. I know that some students are working more than one job just to be able to stay in school. And we use federal financial aid and other dollars to try to really help them out. And so I know it's really hard to really help this population. So I appreciate you being here today and for us talking about it. So Whitney, in your role, developing a donor base, that's a little different than it used to be, right?
Yeah, very much. The way people give has changed, especially in the last few years with COVID. People are a lot more conscious about their budgets and want to make sure, they're paying their bills first. And, fundraising it's just a lot harder with, as Bill mentioned, the economy being so different. People really just don't have, that extra income to give. So we really rely on, corporate sponsors. We have conversations with, potential donors and really explain what every dollar they give goes to. And I think the most important part is talking to people about the fact that, it doesn't have to be $100, $200.
Right.
It's, skip a cup of coffee this week and give $5. Every dollar counts, and every dollar is something we didn't
I remember
have
at
before.
some points we did these, big employee campaigns where we used to come right out of our paychecks, and the state doesn't really do that anymore. So I feel that even as in my own personal, donating, it has to remember to write that donation out. So that's excellent information. And why do you think, either one of you, why do you think it's so important for people to understand how important this donation is? Let's talk a little bit just about the philosophy of philanthropy. That's a hard thing to say, philosophy of philanthropy, right? Can you just go into that a little bit? Maybe both of you can answer your own.
I mean, I think for me personally, I grew up in Durham in Middlesex County. I have lived here my whole life, and I didn't realize there was a need like there is. And so getting the word out and letting people know that the donation stays in Middlesex County. I mean, when you make a donation to Middlesex United Way, you're supporting your neighbors, your friends, your family members, and it's probably people that you might not realize need the support. So it's important to, first of all, get the word out and let people know that there is a need, but then also to just sort of share the fact that the money is going to people that you know. One of the things that we fund is the 211 hotline in Connecticut. All the United Ways, the local United Ways fund that, but I didn't really know what that was ahead of time, before I started working here, but it's really valuable for people. I mean, you can call for tax assistance, you can call for housing. There's so many different needs that it helps with, and just letting people know that that's one of the things that we do as well. I mean, there's so many programs that we help with. I'm sure Whitney can expand on it. We have, I think, 17 funded partners this year alone.
Wow.
But there's
That's an impact.
there's a lot of need, but there's also a lot of support. Just we want to make sure people know about it.
So, maybe elaborate a little bit more on your philosophy as well, Whitney, but also about that community impact. What kind of community impact? Is it for young children? Is it for older? Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so Middlesex United Way really focuses on youth development, housing, health, and really it's every little piece of the needs of Alice families. Making sure kids have somewhere to go after school that doesn't cost thousands of dollars for the family, making sure they have access to health care. We have a lot of partners, even partners that we don't fund, that we work with to make sure families know about that. And without donations, we don't have that ability to reach all of Middlesex County and make sure that everybody knows the resources we provide. Just the other day, somebody told us they saw us on a Access television show, and they were able to connect their neighbor to 211. And those are powerful stories for me, because that's, us being able to tell our stories and tell these, get the word out helps, a ripple effect for the community.
And I think I heard you say that the monies that are donated to Middlesex United Way stay in the county.
Yes.
That is correct.
That's an important part to emphasize.
Yes.
Right? It stays in the county.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
I think just to add to that for a second, so say what Whitney was saying, We did a Habitat for Humanity build last year. We partner with them. They're one of our funded partners. But the homeowner is now volunteering to do other things. And that's something that
Full
I
circle.
find, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Full circle.
amazing
That's
to
great.
think that you're helping her and then now she's doing something else to sort of spread that.
Right,
So
we do
pay it
similar
forward.
things here at the college with our Center for Civic Engagement,
Yep.
and we involve ourselves in the community. So I love that idea of being able to give back. Now, Bill, in your role in marketing, you do a great job putting together flyers and all that.
Thank you.
But what do you feel is the best impact, or the way that you make the most impact to cultivate donors? What do you think?
Just getting out there. I mean, being out in all 15 towns that make up Middlesex County has been, I think, the most helpful. I mean, we can do videos, we can do social media posts, we can do all of that, and it is helpful for sure, but just getting out and speaking to people and being engaged with all of the communities is so important. I mean, we had in a meeting, and I think it was Chester a couple weeks ago, that we just met so many people that we probably wouldn't have connected with if they didn't like our page on Facebook or they didn't see our flyers out. And so being out there, hearing the stories, and then sharing our resources.
Campaigns, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And repeating that.
Yep.
So as a board member, I'm a little bit on the inside here. I know that we're doing a lot of events. So let's take a moment just to talk about some of those upcoming events. You want to start off, Whitney? I know we have a golf tournament, right?
I'm really excited. It's my first golf tournament that I'm planning. It's at the Portland Golf Course on June 20th. And, this is just another example of ways people can get involved, have fun, and it gives back and helps us to continue on our mission to support Alice families. So that will be an all-day event. There will be lunch. There's going to be an amazing buffet. There's going to be some silent auction items. Contests. We'll have a putting green contest. It's going to be a really fun day, and hopefully the weather will be gorgeous too. So,
well, I already called ahead for that. I love a great day of golf. You know that. Really, really proud to be a part of that tournament. For those of us that are watching, I know that we put a flyer up there. Bill, can you just give a little way to go ahead and enroll in that?
Sure,
How do people do it?
So if you want to just go to our website, middlesexunitedway.org, we have it sort of up on the top page of the banner at the top, so people can click on that. There's a QR code on the flyer itself. You can just scan it with your phone, or you can call our office or visit us. We're right next to the police department in Middletown. And if you have any questions or you want to volunteer or join, we'd be happy to have everybody.
And the next event I think we were going to talk about was deals with purses. Now, I don't know about the women watching, but I love a good purse. So maybe let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. The Women United group, which is an affinity group within Middlesex United Way, is putting together the Power of the Purse. It's an event that we've historically hosted, and post-COVID, we're finally bringing it back on May 16th at the Elks Club in Middletown. And it's really just a chance for everybody to come together in community and help raise funds for women and children, specifically in Middlesex County. And I have seen some of the silent auction items. I was actually just fashioning them off at work yesterday, and it's going to be great. There's so many awesome prizes, and they've all been donated from people throughout Middlesex County. So it really is. It takes a village. So I'm excited.
I'm so glad you used that word. I use it a lot. It takes a village. So events are one way. Obviously, we have direct donations. I think we were doing a Birdies Challenge where that got matched. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so the Birdies for Charity is connected to the Travelers Championship, which is actually in Cromwell, which is part of our 15 towns.
Bringing
so
back to golf again.
Yes,
You can tell
yes,
I like golf, right?
Yes, we've got a lot of golf going on this time of year. But Webster Bank matches 15% up to a certain amount. So if you donate $100, another $15 comes to us. So it's a really easy way to grow your donation and to help us out.
So there's so many different ways, and as I'll say, why not, right?
Right.
So once more, I'd like to thank both of you for being our guests today, Whitney and Bill. Thank you to our audience for tuning in. I hope that you'll take a moment to think about the donations, but thank you for tuning into Middlesex Moments. As always, take the opportunity to visit us in person. Our main campus is located 100 Training Hill Road in Middletown, or our Meriden Center located at Platt High School. Of course, you can always visit us online at 24/7 at ctstate.edu. For Connecticut State Middlesex, I'm Kim Hogan, and I thank you for tuning in.